Hey Dennis, very impressed with where you're starting with the body. The couple things that you were a little bit tight on was right there to where it needs to be. We just want to make it a little bit better. This is going to be pretty much total body stretching, muscle activation, a lower key, not getting to obviously the strength and power just yet. The first thing we want to do is hammer out a little bit better separation. And we'll have you lay on your side. I want the knees so they're overlapping. We're just going to do an open book, big rotation back as far as you can. Do not let the knees move. Fold back up, go back over, do a set of 10. You then switch sides. Typically what you notice is the left side is harder for a right-handed golfer. That's due to just how we rotate. Same thing, do your set of 10. We then go over into a leg over, so the legs up. As I drop this down, leg nice and straight, hips rotate, but I want that shoulder to remain on the ground. Up, over, and again, we're just going to do a set of 10, back and forth and through there, helping out with rotation, helping out with that separation. The more I can get you to coil up and really have this, I know that we're going to get quite a bit more speed running through there. To the next, we want to hammer out the deep squat a little bit better. In particular, the T-spine, work on the extension. So I basically have a half foam roller. As long as the heels are elevated, we're fine. Feet shoulder width apart. I want you to drop down. I want one arm to go up. It's back down. The other arm, I want both to come up. Extend back as you stand up. I want the main focus being on that chest trying to come up. Really exaggerate that extension, okay? So that extension is going to come in handy whenever you get loaded up and we go down. See if I can show you. So that back can extend and come up while it rotates. Really pull and help that added speed. With the next, a reach, roll, and lift to really activate down to those lower traps. So going out to about a 45 degree, palm up towards the ceiling. I want that arm to go up as high as it can. Try to get that bicep to go past the ear or think about going past that spine angle. Same thing, 10 on each there. You're then going to hop up into golf posture. And we're going to do an I, a Y, and then a T, okay? So what we want to do is as I'm coming up, really extend, plus try to reach up with those arms. They sort of build on each other. Go through and do your I, then the Y, and the T. You don't have to worry about the extension as much. But really get those shoulder blades to fire and activate. Feel like they're trying to touch each other, okay? Once we're done with that, we're going to do a couple things for the rotation. We'll do a very straightforward reach back. So I'm going from all fours, hand behind the head, down, big turn up towards the ceiling. Don't let that hip move. Make it all with that thoracic spine having to rotate. 10 and then over to the other side. Your internal rotation of the hips is pretty good. We want to make it a little better. So we're going from here, dropping this knee and leg down to the ground without this hip coming up. So if this happens, we don't get a big turn. But if I'm riding through there, pushing against it, we want to work that internal rotation, outer part of that leg. Just go side to side, allowing those to drop down, freeing up that hip the best that we can. Cervical stars, and we'll try to build it up so that you give me this big, massive turn to build up that speed. Whenever that happens, you'll see people's head wants to move. So with a cervical star, you're in from this position. I want you to go down into this pec, and you can even take and slightly pull so that we're down in through the back of the neck there. Or then up and to the left, down to the right. Same thing, there's that little pull. And then up. Working that neck, freeing that up, not only making it healthy, but that way as we go to rotate around it, it can stay more stable and still. A squat and a turn. So we're going to go. I want you to squat down. You can take your hands from here, And you just give me this nice big turn up towards the sky, the best that you can. We're going to see it's not as much about the rotation of the thoracic spine, but rotating around those hips in a locked position. It'll really help open that up. Last but not least for the hip, doing a Spider-Man. We're going from here, leg up. I want you to drop that down, and it's more about where this leg goes and the stretch that we're getting. It goes back, and then we're on to that other side. Same thing, back and forth. Last but not least, a little stability while we're working those shoulders in the trap. We're going down to a plank without rocking. I want to extend the arm up and out. On a set number that you're pretty comfortable with, try to do a few more. I think that 10 would be a really good number to start with. There we go. Nice little dive into the corrective exercises. You should be able to do 2 sets of 10 daily on that. Make a lot of progress. The faster we get you mobile and doing what we want to, we can add over that speed and power, which we're definitely after.